Hi, my name is Fang Tianyu, graduated from China Academy of Art with major in sculpture and public space. Before studying public sculpture, I used to learn to paint all the time. The public sculpture pulled me out of the flat world and made me start to feel the 3D world with my body. The two undergraduate courses, Lighting Acoustical Design and Interior Art Engineering Design, made me more interested in theater and narrative space. I began to learn to enter scripts and try to create through various medium. I also learned basic knowledge of multimedia interaction, such as Arduino, Touch Designer, and sound programming. I use this to create interaction installation works. In addition, during the competition experience of Shanghai Disney Imaginations and the communication between engineers who built Disneyland, I deeply fell in love with space design. I think a building is like a movie. Its internal space scenes can tell a story, creating an atmosphere and conveying a series of emotions. It was in this way that I decided to learn to narrative environment design from other major. With different materials, space can become the storyteller. Here, I'd like to briefly introduce my project. It is a project that preserves information about people's existence in space, creating a narrative experience across time and space. Through my observation of daily life, I found that some individual daily habits leaves information on beds, chairs, papers, and so on. From this, we can reflect on our bodies. Our hands are the parts where we have more connect with the environment and others, so information is transmitted more intensively. By observing the person's hands, we can guess his experience. Therefore, I try to transform the texture of different hands into leather parts, which are attached to the handles of the overparts for people to touch. I also try to use different material to show the change in the skin. Finally, I decided to use leather as the main material of the narrative because each piece of leather is unique. With the use of the owner, the leather surface will change the virus degree, just like human skin. So I try to use leather material to make building material more human skin. When people enter this space and walk along the handrail, they can feel the constantly changed process of my hands during the past year. Feel the narrative context at that time again, and reach a deep emotional resemblance between space and people. As the Poetics of Space says, space is not a container to fill objects, but the dwelling place for human consciousness. In this project, I use material language to narrative, and I hope to add more sensory experience to this project in the future. For example, through sensor construction, people can have temperature with their touch, and dynamic change to enhance their sense of experience in space. To summarize, I will continue to explore this project